Welcome everyone! We are the Grin brothers and we're continuing our playthrough of Little Nightmares 2. And on another art-related subject... Did you get attacked there or no? You got a glitch, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. On another art-related subject... Yeah, I think at this point I can... I felt it before, even during the Monster Hunter Stories 2. I think I can definitely say that I'm one of those commissions I'm never getting.
Yeah.
Because... Yeah, checked out his. I do it through what is basically a kind of like a bootleg Instagram where you can check out Instagram without checking out Instagram, known as Gram here.
Yeah.
Which gets past the Instagrams. You can't see anything because you're not a member. That's cute. But basically, when I commissioned the artist before, I had an idea I wanted to do. Well, a couple ideas. And he said, he turned down one of the ideas saying, I was actually planning to be drawing that sort of thing with my characters. So how about I just do that for free and include your character in it, sort of thing. So, okay, I'll commission for the other idea. Of course, all this stuff happened, losing access to, getting hacked and everything. Then he came back and then, he stopped doing hand-drawn art sort of thing. So the commission that he did do for me stopped part way. But one of his most recent artworks he posted on using through his Koi Capture, so through his 3D stuff, was that idea he had before that he told me about. Of course, without my character in. So he's gone ahead and finalised the idea. He's, so, yeah, it seems for definitely he's just, ditched me with, my 70 quid sort of thing. Well, I could contact him. I've got him on my Xbox. Well, I think, his nephew on my Xbox Series X. It's because he didn't have a Xbox at the time, so he made it using his nephew's Xbox, and his nephew uses his account on the Xbox. So,
I get it.
Yeah. So, Dragon, Priest. I'm assuming the dragon's supposed to be a horse. This, every time you take one of the hats off, it screams. But not like in a, authentic way. Oh
no.
Yeah, so seeing that, like I wouldn't even mind it at this point if he did me my commission marker, but just then finished off in, doing it in the 3D Koikatsu thing. It wouldn't look as good, in my opinion, but at least I get the commission piece. But yeah, it's a shame because I got along well with the guy before, but it's like completely abandoned DeviantArt, definitely. And it's more annoying also the fact that on his Facebook, for instance, the headlining artwork includes an anchor.
Amazing.
Because it's the collab, it's the artwork we did where it was both ROCs in the same artwork sort of thing. So he's like not talking to me, and he's still got my character plastered on on his Twitter banner and Facebook banner. It also seems contradictory because he doesn't really do hand-drawn art. He doesn't do hand-drawn artwork anymore. Hasn't done for over a year now. It's all Koikatsu.
Yeah.
Again, I won't name names because I'm not like that. But I think if people research it, they'll probably figure it out. But it's just.
They took your money and didn't give you the commission, so.
And I understood before, got hacked and everything, and it'd take a while for him to get back into it. But it's been a fair while now. He should have gotten around, or at least this is the one thing I hate most of all, and so few people do it. Just communicate with me.
Yeah. Just
tell me, you could not update me on the art for ages, but if you're at least chatting to me and telling me why, that's okay. Another artwork is in the person, I just can't seem to find him at all, sort of thing. Because that's what makes it worse with this current one. I know where they are. I know they're updating on another site, sort of thing. I can see them.
Yeah.
Whereas this other person's disappeared from the entire internet, so they could be dead for all I know. Which is apparently quite common with me. Because, was it 2 or 4 artists I killed?
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, who thought wanting to commission someone would have that effect, but, I'm glad, a few... this is what would have happened if, I said yes to the drawing of the poor and the characters. I saved their life,
Uh-huh.
I saved their life.
I don't believe you.
And
No. Jump. Why can't you? There we go. Dog does poop.
oh, stinky poo poo like Gruffy here.
Yep. There's a duck.
Also duck. So grab that, then duck. I did expect that one in the middle to come alive.
Is that money?
What?
On the floor. It looks like a...
Where on the floor?
No. Literally right next to me.
I see a picture. Oh, money. You thought? Okay,
Yeah.
sorry if you said mummy.
No.
But yeah, like one of them, like just is completely disappeared from the internet. So I don't know what happened. I know they said they were moving house, so it'd be busy. But yeah, it's been several months, so doesn't take that long. And then the third one is in the case of like I'm pretty sure that they're just they've always been very slow with the communication thing.
Yeah.
So the other one, like when they actually get onto the artwork, they'll be pretty quick. But the third person, I'm pretty sure I just need to send another note again.
This looks like a chase
I've seen they've
scene.
read my note, sort of thing. When you can see that it's been read,
Yeah.
they just haven't replied to it. They don't ever. I will admit, they do lovely artwork. This third person, Megu Bunny, but they're not exactly the best with the communication side of things.
Yeah.
They're the ones who, because I commissioned quite a few artists from Venezuela. They're the one who seems to always suffer from power outages.
Yeah. Which is probably why they're not very good at the communication.
Like, Angel Aiko I've commissioned a lot of times, but like she seems to always manage to secure herself pretty decently, which is hard to do in Venezuela. But she seems to be very good with the communication, very good with actually having a job in Venezuela.
But yeah, that's a huge advantage.
Yeah.
I don't feel like these glitched corpses are healthy. Ow. Hope there's not a secret ending for getting them all.
Let's see. There was one game. I can't remember what it was, but there was one game where basically if you did all the unlock, get all the secret items, it did unlock you an extra ending. But the ending was actually kind of worse, with the main villain kind of mocking you for spending your time going out of the way to grab all these collectibles.
The lighting just changed.
That's strange. This seems like it'd introduce another person because I don't think the teacher would be. It's another Pinocchio. You already killed what? Three Pinocchios. There are still two more Pinocchios.
One up there as well.
Ah, so kill one. Oh, there's two others.
I've got a ladle! And I'm dead!
Should have dodge rolled. I was about to say, your slow attack animation.
Oh my god, it's Dark Souls!
Oh no, it needs a dodge roll to be a Dark Souls game.
And a stamina gauge.
Yep. Which makes Pokemon Legends Arceus a Dark Souls game.
It does. It's the Dark Souls of Pokemon games.
You remember when Spyro was the Dark Souls of platformers?
And Crash Bandicoot.
I would have loved if that guy died from full damage just then. Hops down.
Smashes. Killing things is a lot more satisfying when I don't die.
Yeah, Bebop's been playing Spyro.
Yeah.
Been pretty entertaining. Spyro is really like because I'm now in general just speedy. Back when I was having the job. Now I'm out of the job because a pet job is a terrible place to be at the moment.
Yeah.
I'd start to speed up everything I was watching. Usually I'd pick and choose what I'd speed up.
To be fair, I had a joyous time at my work because...
I mean, your work itself is good. It's just like, it's, effectively...
Oh, no, specifically Valentine's.
Oh, yeah.
Hearts and... Although I did get to stab some heart-shaped balloons. Very satisfying. 10 out of 10.
I thought you were about to say you stabbed some hearts.
I wish.
Oh, that's a satisfying pop. No, you grab that. You need the head.
Oh, I'm going to...
Yep. Clever! It's too heavy, so you have to hold it still. I don't know, this is like the Mario pretending to be a Goomba thing.
What are they doing?
Trying to figure out what it's like being children.
Very rude of you to just push me like that.
Like, yeah. This is what children do, right? This is dancing, right? Yeah, at least they have food. That one's got some colour in it.
Yeah, there's a carrot.
Yeah, wow. Finally, food. So maybe this was better than the wood. Actually, I'm not sure. I
Yeah.
like to think this is worse because there's so many people here.
I don't think they're people.
It's kind of interesting because the other people were kind of, other creatures you encounter were like actually people, but they're just horribly deformed sort of thing. This is the case that these aren't living creatures at all. They're puppets.
Well, they technically are alive.
No, but they're like, they're made of porcelain. The others were like still flesh and blood. I don't know, they're starting to look a little less puppety, some of them. Yes, those are words.
Oh, that one's got a smashed head. Right, that's definitely going to fall down.
Yep. Maybe a little bit closer. No? Okay. Interesting. Convenient timing for it.
Just pull.
Also, your face isn't damaged at all. Also, your hat got on immediately.
Yeah, he pulled it out of the pocket.
I can't be without my hat! Why?
Oh, my brain is cursed.
What?
I immediately thought of the Rainbow Dash jar.
Why?
I don't know.
Also, I don't think that was a Rainbow Dash figure.
No, the original one was.
Okay.
And I don't know why my brain thought of it. Because I'm cursed.
Evidently so.
I'm cursed with this knowledge.
If you were clean, you wouldn't be thinking of such things. You need to be less of a stinky.
I can't clean my brain.
You need your brain to be smooth without all those wrinkles.
Smooth brain. But, there we go. Okay.
I mean,
Oh,
look, there's a
speaking
brain.
of brains.
Yeah, wow! What a cool!
Why is there a brain in the jar?
Why isn't there a brain in the jar? Like, I'm not even surprised at this point.
Maybe the kids used to have... Oh, I didn't die.
No, I'm impressed.
Yeah.
It kind of looked like he was just like, no, I'm not getting up. No. You know you were just trying.
No, I wasn't. It just... It's hard. Oh, I think I might need to throw the... Oh. Do I need to throw the brain down so I can then throw it at that button?
Also, funny enough, the thing I had for the ice, seemingly doing that, finally just losing contact, was actually basically the ice name is dead to me.
Also interesting.
But I've got plenty of people to commission otherwise. But it's just a shame that I'm,
You gave
lost
them
that money.
Yeah.
Like, that was, both times it's about it's like, in total that's 120 quid worth I've basically lost through these people. Sort of thing. One ultimately it wasn't that too serious of a thing. But it's a shame that I lost that, person I like to talk to and such. I like to chat about their stories and such.
Yeah.
And the other one, the problem is, the fact that Ela seems to be cursed, our Pokemon Shield protagonist, or Sword protagonist.
How come?
Because every time I try to commission her artwork for for the character, something seems to go wrong. in the first time, I commissioned the artist successfully, but then they never uploaded the artwork to DeviantArt.
Yeah.
Which just kind of defeats the point of how I keep all my artwork on DeviantArt. I like being able to show people the artwork. And the second time that person was moving house and then, just hasn't spoken to me in over 7 months. More than that now, I think.
Are those rats?
So, Ela, not very lucky with the artwork commissions.
I think maybe she's torn the organs out of those children and turned them into dolls.
My question here is, how is there people actually still reaching adulthood if all these children keep dying? Should by, the next 10 or 20 years, there'd be no one left.
That's your question. Have you seen what
amongst
her neck
others,
does?
But my point is, what's the point to a lot of this?
That's a good question. What's the point in having a ship where people eat children?
Again, that's just a rich thing.
What's the point in having rich people? I'm going to wait for them to come back. And this is definitely not as an excuse so I can eat more food.
Yes, the M&M.
Yeah.
Who decided to change their green M&M's boots to be less sexy in order to hide the fact that they're having child slaves.
Yeah.
Those are the strangest sentences to string together. And yet also it brought up someone saying, my favourite thing is that it brought this back up, and it's like this military man, so a sergeant's like, the worst part of my job is going through the new recruits' beds, and it's like finding a sexy poster of green M&M under the bed.
I don't think she's coming back.
No.
People are weird, man. Controller's doing something.
Oh yeah, using the Pro controller.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the most of the controller alternatives I looked at were not like 80 quid. Seemed to remove a bunch of additional features. Like, one of them I looked up. I love gyro, but because all the other ones, those are 80 quid sort of thing, the best I could get was finding one for 30 quid that doesn't have gyro in it though.
Yeah.
And it's half the size. It's like the Wii Classic controller, but much smaller. The mini Hori pad, but I want another controller just in case because my poor Joy-Cons after Monster Hunter Stories 2. Holy heck!
Yeah.
Breath Blast was just ripping them to pieces. I find it hilarious that she's running after you when she can literally stretch.
Well, I'm meant to get up there, I assume. But how?
Yeah, the perspective isn't very great to see where you need to go. I mean, there's some books there. You could perhaps climb up those. You may have to goat her. I believe that's the term. Goad her? Goad her.
Bait.
Pretty sure goad her. Or
That's
goad
also
her.
a term, but... Or maybe...
No, my shield with alarms! Apparently there was a Japanese Tekken player who got kicked out of their team recently for saying that all men under 5'6" are not human.
Yeah, that's not the only reason.
But no, that's the reason that's having the headlines. But that's apparently the straw that broke the camel's back. Which someone said, you don't mean all the racism and homophobia she's also spouted?
Yeah. Saying that people in the LGBT aren't human. Saying that they also said.
Well, that depends. The people who identify as cats, they would respect you saying they're not human. Or the person who identifies as wolf. Which I can't even. I'm not even making that up with the cat thing now. There was a university of respecting cat gender. Which is an agenda!
Okay, so that didn't cause her to move. But I got to do something for them to move. Oh. Right.
Oh, ah!
Almost.
Can you just fling yourself through the hole sort of thing, no grabbing?
Oh, you can't.
No. These little children are surprisingly athletic. Can you imagine, like, running like, my legs cramped,
Yeah, I'd be dead.
I think someone had an artwork, a little GIF image thing.
Okay.
I know, she saw you somehow.
No, I knew she'd seen me. I wanted to walk the other way.
It was the Mr. Bean opening animation thing from the Mr. Bean film. Where, he just falls down sort of thing. And it's like, the person goes, me at age 8 falling off a roof, gets back up. Me at age 30 falling out of bed. He just lies there during the entire, as the other gift has got the Mr. Bean just plays out normally.
It's true.
I love that so many people didn't know that Mr. Bean was an alien. But at least she's teaching the kids biology. Given that none of it really applies to them.
What does that mean?
Should have just. I wish someone edited it so it's just like her drawing memes on the whiteboard. Or blackboard. How many people even use blackboard still? Heck, I'm surprised when people still use whiteboards. Oh, you did have that working.
That's annoying.
What was I talking about before? Well, I had something I was talking about. Ah, well.
Solid mood.
I think it was like small things that popped up recently I was mentioning. Oh, no, yeah, it was the Japanese Tekken Pro player. Yeah, still thing. But yeah, apparently, men being judged on height is a surprisingly common thing.
Yes.
So
it is.
Which is strange, it's something you can't really... Yeah, because like someone was commenting I've been praised by a lot of people, but the saddest thing is the most common thing I've been complimented on is my height. Not my personality, just my height.
That almost worked!
She did. I think her AI freaked out there a bit, as you could kind of see.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not really much time in the episode to really bring up anything.
Yeah, I'll talk more, but I'm apparently really bad at this game.
Yeah, because of this, worm video that popped up about this worm, which, which people couldn't figure out which way round it was.
Yeah.
Because as it turned out, the reason why it looked like a giant head was actually because, during the fossilization process, it, kind of got smushed out.
Yeah.
Because of that, I ended up watching a couple of videos on paleontology because I thought, one cool thing a game could do for creature design is actually base it off of all the paleontology mistakes or thing rather than actually basing off of the accurate sort of creatures.
Yeah. That would actually be kind of funny, actually.
Yeah, but it's also funny that one of them, the whole, dinosaurs with scales sort of thing is still going on to this day, simply because of Jurassic Park.
Yep.
They refuse to give dinosaurs feathers, even though it's inaccurate to not give them feathers.
To be fair, Jurassic Park created dinosaurs out of a mosquito, so...
Which is why you resurrect Aerodactyl with Old Amber.
Yeah. Alright.
Like, even though the body's finished, he's not gonna, like, go back to it sort of thing.
There we go.
I was going to laugh if she came through that door anyways, and that, as you commented before. Why don't they keep going? Ryko! But, like, there's also another funny paleontology thing, is that there was a few things, I can't remember all of them off the top of my head, but there was a lot of fun little pieces. Like, the last one mentioned was basically, like, the first British paleontologist sort of thing, and everyone in the comments was like, to be fair, he did a pretty good job. He had no basis to go off on for this. Because he was the first to do it in the country.
Yeah.
But another one is apparently there's like a modern day paleontologist who seems to ignore every bit of scientific paleontology fact and just kind of add features to the animals when he draws the artwork for them, seemingly at random. But as people said, the worst part about him is that he's such a good artist that you'd think it's real.
That's honestly kind
like
of...
he just adds like unnecessary plumages and such. Like, there's no fossil indicating this. There's like everything just kind of looks extreme.
It's just making his own OCs.
Yeah. But it's like he's actually qualified, I believe, as a paleontologist. And just kind of like, and everyone's like, no, that's no basis for it. But the other comment is that someone had in regards to him is like, you see, he's actually a time traveller. He's come back to show us the truth.
That would be hilarious.
But yeah. I would like to say I had more, but I'll maybe link to the video. But I've kind of like, since I've watched it, it kind of went out of my mind. But yeah, it was because of this worm, which also people had the worm upside down when they did it because they kind of thought it walked on spikes. But no, it walks on these wheelie feeler things, and it's just got spiked back.
Yeah.
They thought it walked on spikes like a still stuff like.
Spikes would make more sense as a defensive measure. But hey, yeah, comment. I paused because I didn't know how long I didn't know what was going to happen next, and
it's also over 25 minutes, so yeah.
I die a lot.
Cheerio!
Bye. Comment, subscribe.
I forgot. Yes, give you.